Yeah, I just want to say this. I realize there's a certain judgment happening to a group of people, and a lot of us see that, and a lot of us already knew this was coming. Ooh, and brown women who get in the way of that, they're going to face the judgment too. That's not meant for them, but if they want to keep getting in the way, it's going to be for them. But I'm going to tell you too, a lot of brown women who have sided with this particular group of people who are very abusive, they're going to catch that judgment too, and I don't think they should get away with it. I don't care what excuses are made for them. Sometimes things are just plain evil. I don't want to make excuses for people that are just plain evil, okay? Some people are sick, Stockholm Syndrome, and we got to realize some people are evil, just like I don't think all children are a gift from God, right? I never said that out my mouth. So the same way as some children are born what you call little devils, I think some women are they're just evil, and there's no excuse that should be made for them. Everybody ain't sweet. Everybody ain't sweethearts, okay? And so they should get the same fate, okay? They should get the same fate. But the title of this, because I gotta go. I made a recording earlier, but I didn't. I was like, I'm kind of saying too much. Let me just kind of break it down and make it simple. Just get on your spiritual stuff, though. Get on your spiritual stuff. And what I mean is that even though we can see that a certain group of people, and I hope you can hear me. I'm talking low because I'm outside a restaurant because I'm using that Wi-Fi and the reception is better, because when I try to upload videos using my 4G, it seems to take like hours, but with their reception is so good that these videos upload a lot quicker. So that's why I'm kind of outside a restaurant and I'm talking low. But yeah, still, just like I said, I uploaded a video earlier about people going to express themselves differently, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. I don't like policing nobody's emotions and their behaviors. But I want to say this, though. There are a lot of brown women that are acknowledging that there's a certain judgment happening, and I agree with that. But let me tell you to make sure you work on yourself, because there is no respect of persons. I just want to say that. Yeah. There is no respect of persons, right? And you know how I am spiritually. I talk about Great Mother a lot. But I'm going to tell you, you got to be, and I have to work on myself too. So I ain't trying to, criticize nobody, but I'm telling you, you got to be in alignment with those energies that the Great Mother is bringing in. You got to be in alignment. So if, I don't want to, sorry about all that noise. What I don't want to see a lot of brown ladies do is get so focused on a certain judgment that's happening to a certain group of men that you lose sight on your own spirituality. And then you mess around and they get the picture and they get more in alignment with Great Mother than brown women are. Because let me tell you something, what I keep seeing. I made a upload just recently titled "People Express Themselves Differently." There's a lot of religious brown women who still are into patriarchal deities. But lately I've been seeing brown men that talk about the Great Mother. Okay, I recently saw something about New Life Tools, where he talked about the mandate is over, or COVID or lockdown is over, something like that. And he talked about a shift in energies is coming in, and he was talking about matriarchal energy. I do not hear too many brown ladies talking about matriarchal energies, especially not the way the brown men are talking about it. Now I hear the mother goddess and all that stuff that might come from brown women, but for some reason it seems like brown men can break this down a little better. So what I'm saying is to be careful. Now, I agree wholeheartedly with people express their emotions however they feel, and I don't like to police nobody's emotions. But I'm going to tell you about, yes, I do agree that this is a particular judgment, But at the same time, if there is too much coming from brown women saying, yeah, this is their judgment. Yep, you just did there. Now it's okay to like say it, like acknowledge that you can see that this is judgment. I can see acknowledging that, yeah, this is obviously some kind of judgment that's happening. I can see that, but I'm talking about like bragging on it over and over and over again. You got to be careful, because how many times have I talked about the ego on here? And I have to work on mine constantly, because the ego, like I said, is like a computer program. So I'm not talking about just particular behaviors. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the ego is like a computer program, you know. So, and just talking about rising just above that, So yeah, but that's all I want to talk about. Just, continue to work on that. Yeah. Hold on one second. But yeah. Hold on one second. I'm doing something right quick. One second, guys. All right, bear with me. Okay, I had to get quiet because some people were standing next to me. They were men. I don't like to talk like this when anybody's standing next to me, but it was brown men, so, I gotta, so that's why I kind of got quiet. So I hope you guys are still here, but I'm done. All I'm saying is, when people constantly go in on somebody, not just somebody, but just, just anything. Now, I do take this from, like I said, never throw the Bible away, because the Bible is a lot of people use it as an esoteric book, right? So there is one part that says, do not celebrate too much in somebody's downfall, but I'm going to say a group of people's downfall. Like I said, I didn't say this, but brown women had a downfall too. We just not aware of it. Brown women were the first to have a downfall before the brown male, honestly, because they the ones that came first. But we just didn't see it. We don't understand what happened, because a lot of brown women are into patriarchal deities, so they don't know this. They don't know. But it says, do not celebrate too much in a group of people's downfall, because God may turn his anger from them and turn it on you.
Yeah, we can't get it all.
Okay. So, sorry about that. And and so in this case, that's a title, like, to me, God is a title, right? So when I say God, I'm talking about Great Mother, but when somebody else say God, they could be talking about the biblical God, but I'm talking about the Mother, right? That's God. God is a title, but really we shouldn't even probably use that term God in that sense, because God is dog spelled backwards. Okay, I heard that's actually a German deity, right? So I don't even know if I want to use that word for her. Honestly, she's higher than what you would call a god, okay? God is something that's more patriarchal, okay? But, that's just what people understand these days. So I'm just using that. Don't be careful rejoicing too much in this case, a group of people's, a group of people's downfall. Because this force might turn their anger away and then turn it on the very people who are rejoicing a little too much. Okay, and I'm not trying to police nobody. I'm just saying what can happen. Okay, I'm just saying what can happen. I'm sorry I keep pausing. Like I say, I'm outside this restaurant. And, I don't like this type of conversation. I don't want to anybody just really hear everything I'm saying. But no, this is like I said, this is not about policing. But what I'm saying is, to really get on your spiritual ish. Because if it can happen to them, it can happen to other people too. So I'm just saying, just really get on your spiritual ish. Even though we can recognize that there is a certain judgment happening, it doesn't mean that it can't happen to either one of us. Okay, individually. It doesn't mean that it can't happen to either one of us individually. Okay, so that's all. That's what I mean. It's not to tell other people how they should express themselves or feel, but doing it a little too much and putting too much attention on another group of people, like overly putting attention on another group of people about what kind of judgment they're getting, can turn back and reverse, boomerang back on the person that keeps talking about that, right? We have seen the boomerang effect before, and this is what I'm talking about. You don't want a boomerang effect. So you want to recognize it, but still pay attention to yourself and still concentrate on your own spiritual growth as much as possible, because like I say, I've seen people, I understand, like, people talking about a certain person or a group of people and saying, yeah, this is what they get and such. Okay, a lot of us can see that, but at the same time, just be careful spending too much time on that subject and pointing out this is how they're getting their judgment, because too much attention to that is going to cause a boomerang effect to come back on you. And then you're going to start receiving their judgment because you took the eye off yourself. And now, when I say you, I'm speaking in general, not you who's listening. But you took the eye off of yourself and your own spiritual growth to constantly focus on another group of people and what's happening with them. And then it caused a boomerang effect to come back on you. Okay? So that's all I want to say, and I will talk later. Okay.